Yo guys, what's going on, and welcome back today to a brand new video on the channel. Today we've got a bit more of a different setup here. I'm sat here down behind my laptop, and what I thought we would do is actually go through my goals for 2018. Now, I created one of these at the beginning of the year, but to be honest with you, what I've realised recently that it's very important, I'd say at least every quarter, to sit down and reevaluate your goals, because sometimes you can find that you actually massively overshoot some of your goals, and at the beginning of the year you didn't expect how quickly things could change, and you underestimated them a little bit. You know, at the time maybe you thought that you were being realistic, but you know, when you put things in place and you work hard on the right things, things can change quickly, opportunities come by, and goals can essentially change, right? If you want to go back and take a look at what my 2018 goals originally were, feel free to go and take a look on my channel. But they were a lot less than what I'm about to say today, because like I said, of how crazy the last few months have been for me, you know, financially, for my personal brand, for my agency. Like, so many cool things have happened. That I thought I'd sit down today and reevaluate my goals and go through them again. I haven't got hundreds and hundreds of goals. I've decided to focus on, I think it's 6 or 7 goals, and really focus all of my energy on those, as opposed to overwhelming myself. I think the goals that I've got here are the most important ones, and obviously throughout the year, you know, these may change as we improve. Maybe 6 months, another 3 months down the line, we'll do another updated goals video. And what I want to also start doing is goals reports every single month to see how we're getting along with my financial goals, with my health goals, with my travel goals, all that kind of cool stuff. So if you are new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I'm posting completely free business content for you guys, just trying to help as many people as I can. So yeah, if you are new here, subscribe, and let's jump into it. So how many have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 7 main goals here today that I'm going to break down for you. I'm going to talk you through a little bit of my goal setting process, and how I'm going to achieve these, because you may think when I say some of these, Brad, you know, you need to be more realistic. You've got your head in the clouds. But 3 months ago, I've already reached some of the goals that I had 3 months ago, that were meant to be for the year, and I've already achieved those. So some of these goals may seem massively out there, but I'm going to speak to you and break it down to you to try and make you understand actually how they're achievable and my mindset on them. Because you know what, I'm not going into it saying that this isn't going to happen, but let's say I undershoot all of these goals. Well, as they say, aim for the stars and land on the clouds. That's what will happen. So let's jump into the first one here. So the first one is, I will easily have an active and engaged Facebook group of 25,000 members that provides amazing networking abilities for entrepreneurs whose life I positively impact on a daily basis before January 1st, 2019. So if you go back and look at my old goals, you'll see that was a bit more of a mouthful, right? Let me just talk you a little bit through the goal setting process here. I just start by saying I will easily have an active and engaged Facebook group. I'm making it seem easy, all right? It's an NLP technique that basically tricks your brain into thinking it's going to be easy because you're saying it's easy, right? That the power of words and your vocabulary is massive, especially when it comes to goal setting and visualization and things like that. But anyway, so 25,000 Facebook group members before January 1st, 2019. Now, at the moment of recording this, I think I'm on around 300 to 400 group members, and we've only had the group open for a week. Now, obviously, these are all people who follow me on other platforms. I've sent over a ton of traffic to it, so it is going to grow quickly. But I do still need to grow around 2,000 to 3,000 followers every single month in that group to reach that goal, which is around 100 a day. To be honest, I need to grow around 100 followers and group members per day on Facebook. Now, how am I going to achieve that? Well, to be honest with you, this Facebook group, the numbers in terms of the amount of followers for the group is a lot lower than what else I'm going to say to you. So, I'm definitely going to leverage all of my other platforms and basically drive traffic from my Instagram, from my YouTube, from people who are interested in entrepreneurship and things like that, to get people in the group. I know a couple of other good friends in the business niche who have large following, who also have Facebook groups. So what I'm going to obviously do is utilize them with both, we're going to do collabs and lives inside of each other's groups. And then once it gets to a certain point, I would say anywhere above 5,000 to 6,000 members within the group, it's probably going to be growing at a rate of around 40 to 50 new members every single day organically. I'm going to be interacting and engaging in other groups and things like that. And of course, if you do have Facebook and you're not in the group, I post daily in there. It's a fantastic way to network with other entrepreneurs. Basically, my goal with it is to just help as many people as possible get to network, meet each other. 100% live, free content that I'm going to be posting in there. We're going to be doing giveaways, so it's definitely worth being in there. It's a good place. I know Facebook is very easy to just be a consumer of Facebook and just scroll through and see what other people are doing in their life. Instead, let's use Facebook as a platform to network with people and message people and learn about business and things like that. And you know what, if you can get given away a free book or some free money whilst we're there, why the hell not? So yeah, 25,000 Facebook group members is my first goal. And by the way, there's no priority to this. This is just sort of the order that I wrote them down in. There's no order of priority here. They're all, in my opinion, just as important as each other. Number 2 then, we've got, I will easily have an active and engaged Instagram account of 500,000 followers, which gives me leverage, opens up huge opportunities and provides huge social proof before January 1st, 2019. So this is gonna be one I know a ton of you guys are gonna be like, you're bloody loopy, Brad. Like, your head's in the clouds, get out of them. But let me talk to you now. You know what? I'm just gonna show you something on my phone just because hopefully my camera can focus and it'll make it so much easier for you. So, right, here we are. So this right here is a video that I posted the 9th of April, so a couple of weeks ago now. I want you to take a look at that and the amount of views that it has. I don't know if you can see, but that video has 1 million views that I posted on my account, and that video alone increased my follower account by 1,000 followers. So in that day, I grew 1,000 followers a day from one post. And this is utilizing things like power likes, power comments, and viral Instagram growth techniques and shout outs to grow the page. So right now I am sitting at around 6,000 followers at the time of recording this, but to be honest with you, if anything, I think 500,000 is really lowballing it. I think we could potentially hit 1 million. Just because when you get to that kind of number, you're not only relying on those viral techniques, you're also going to be getting massive amounts of organic traction as well. So, another thing I like to do, which I'm not going to show you, but we can go into this at a later date if you want me to go into how I break down my goals. But I do also have a goals breakdown here on the screen, which I'm seeing. And just to show you the sort of growth that I need to be getting to hit it, my goal is to be, by the end of April, to be at 10,000, right? Then by May, I need to be at 60,000, June 110, July 160, August 210, September 260, October 320, November 400, December 500,000. So as you can see, there's around 50 to 60k on average per month growth, which is again about 2,000 new followers a day. So what my plan is continue to utilize these viral techniques and strategies and power likes and comments on my Instagram account to go viral and to gain massive traction. Right now I'm posting once a day. It's all about consistency at the end of the day. And if I can get 1 million views on a video and I upload 4 videos a day, I'll be pulling about 4,000 followers a day. So like I said, I'm massively lowballing this for the time being. I honestly think we could potentially hit 1 million. And as I also put in my goal up here, it wasn't just about the number itself. Like I said, I put which gives me an account that gives me leverage, opens up huge opportunities and provides huge social proof. So anyone knows attention is key at the end of the day. And if I have 500,000 people that follow me on my account, the amount of ways to monetize that, the amount of opportunities that are going to arise is insane. I know people who have got 20 to 40k followers who are getting free travel accommodation, getting sent free gifts that are worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars and pounds. I know people who are getting paid hundreds to thousands per shout out, and they've got 20 to 40k followers. When you get to that level of 500k, you can charge thousands for a shout out. And when you have those amount of eyeballs on you, the ways to monetize are fantastic. It opens huge opportunities. And I know people who are, who are having opportunities thrown at them left, right, and center with 10 to 20k followers. So you know what? I think this is really going to be a huge part of my business moving forward. It's going to be a huge part of my focus. I'm working with an Instagram expert as well called Dan Pryor. A lot of you are maybe familiar with him, who's also going to help me blow this up massively. So props to him as well. And at the end of the day, I just want to also say, I am not an Instagram expert personally. I'm not a Facebook group expert personally. I'm not a YouTube expert personally. I'm not an expert in a ton of these things. The key is to surround yourself with people who are, learn from them, work with them, partner up, pay for their coaching, so you can then, essentially have the best foundation possible for your own business. So that's my Instagram goals, to have 500,000 followers. So my next one is, I will easily have an active and engaged YouTube channel of 100,000 subscribers and get a silver plaque and 1 million views, where I provide insane amounts of free value to people's lives before January 1st, 2019. So the good thing about this is, you guys know I run a lot of ads to my YouTube channel. I've stopped running as many ads on it right now, just because I'm in the process of actually buying a house, so I need to have as much money in cash as possible currently. As soon as that all goes through, I'm going to be chucking money back into ads. But at my peak, I was growing at around 300 subscribers a day. This is one of those goals where I know I'm going to achieve it, because if I can convert a lot of people from my Instagram to come across, if I can rank videos well, if I stay consistent with uploads, and you know what, if it gets to the end of the year and I'm at 60,000 subscribers and it gets to like October, I know I'm not going to reach my goal. Well, at the end of the day, it's one of those things that I know I can just buy. I can just chuck a ton of money into ads and I know that I will reach this goal. For me, the idea of having a silver plaque and 100,000 YouTube subscribers goes a lot beyond, just the actual fact of having 100,000 subscribers. A lot of you know, before this I had another YouTube channel where I used to vlog, and the thought of having that silver plaque was something I always wanted back then. The fact that I don't think I'll get it this year because it takes a while to send out, but the fact that I know that I'd be able to apply for it and get it in the post by the end of the year, even if it means paying for it in terms of paid ads and traffic, I know that for me and my personal brand, a subscriber, especially long-term and engaged subscribers, is worth a lot of money. So I don't mind paying £1 to £2 per subscriber if I have to, and end up buying the subscriber base. But again, I know that's a goal that we probably will achieve. Super high figure still, 100,000 YouTube subs seems so far away now, and I'm currently at 6,000, but I know we're going to get there, like I said, even if it comes to just buying it closer to the day. And another thing that is key about this goal is, I provide insane amount of free value to people's lives. So you know what, I do have paid stuff, I do have paid coaching, and that's for people who really want to take this to the next level and have the money, but not everybody does. And I love the fact that anyone who wants the free content can have it. I can change people's lives without them having to give me money, and that's just the best thing. So next, those are pretty much the main three in terms of social media. So when it comes to sort of social media figures and social media numbers and amounts of followers and subscribers, that's all of those goals set. As you can see, that takes up a big chunk of my goals for this year, because I know once I get this sorted and I can build that attention to me and to my business and to my personal brand, I know long term that's going to just bring mad results. So that's why so much of these top 7 goals is actually included by just numbers on a social media platform. We all know attention equals money, and money equals freedom, okay, and money equals time. So that's the importance of that. Okay, so next I will easily have a fully outsourced agency and amazing team for BR Media, which is my agency, whilst earning £42,000 per month in revenue before January 1st, 2019. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. End of last year into January, I was spending so much time on growing my agency. And then it took a back burner. For 2 to 3 months, I didn't grow any clients at all. I didn't put any effort into my agency. I purely focused on building out my personal brand, building out my coaching, building out my course, building out my ebooks, networking, getting to know people, collabing, uploading YouTube videos, buying a house and things like that. So my agency, it does take a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of time, but compared to a personal brand, it does take more time. So it's something that was on the back burner for a while. But the thing is, when you start a business, you can't solely rely on one stream of income. I could rely purely on my personal brand, but then let's say something happens to Instagram next year and the platform gets shut down for something out of my realm. I can't do anything about it, and I lose 1 million followers. Well, what's the likelihood that will happen? Very, very little, but it could. You should never rely solely on one stream of income. Having an agency where clients pay you every single month is results based. If you do good results for them, they're never going to leave you. You can get referrals, you get paid every single month, and it's a solid business model. I really want to scale that up to a point where, let's say everything else went to tits up and went really, really bad. I could solely live on that for the rest of my life, very, very wealthy. and never have a problem. It also gives me the money to then be able to throw back into ads for my personal brand. And you know what? If we do get to that figure, if I'm making 42 grand a month, I don't mind spending 30k of that back into ads for my personal brand, on top of what I'm earning in my personal brand, to reach these figures that we spoke about earlier. So my goal is to start making £42,000 per month. That's £500,000 a year, which sounds crazy saying it now, but to be honest with you, out of all of my goals, this is probably the least realistic. Not because of the figure itself. I know for a fact that if I stuck at this long enough, I could definitely get to 42k a month in revenue. The only problem comes is I need to grow my agency by £5,000 in positive cash flow in new clients every single month. That's not including the clients that drop off, the clients that leave. I need £5,000 extra in new business every single month to make this happen from now until then. Realistically, is that going to happen? I don't know. I've put the infrastructure in place. I've reorganized my agency. Over this last month, actually, I've got some new employees. I've got some new members of staff on at BR Media who I outsource to. I've got someone who now solely deals with my client acquisition. So my input in the business now comes to purely just outsourcing the work itself and actually hopping on the phone calls and the sales calls with the clients to close them. Apart from that, I'm fully withdrawn. So I don't want to be working 60 hours a week to build up this agency. For me, the time is still more important than hitting that 42k a month figure. If it meant working 5 hours a month, 6 hours a month, 10 hours a month, but getting to 20k, or working 60 hours a week and getting to 42, I'm going to take the 10 hours a month and take 20 grand a month instead. My time is still my most important thing right now. Building my personal brand is still my most important focus. But like I said, I want to get this to this 42k a month mark where, if I can make £500,000 a year in revenue from that business, on top of my personal brand and all these other stuff, I'm putting myself in a very, very good position moving forward in terms of streams of income. So yeah, that's a big goal. Realistically, I know I'm trying to be positive with it. The reason I set that goal so high is because, you know what, if I don't get 42k and I get up to 25k, you know what, I'm making £300,000 a year. That's like almost $500,000 a year just from my agency. So puts me in a good position to fully cover my mortgage and have the nicer things in life without being solely reliant on one stream of income. And again, that's revenue as well. So that's not necessarily profit. I will have an outsourced cost. I will have staff. No doubt when I even get to probably the 25k a month mark figure, I'm probably going to have to rejig again. I'm probably going to bring on a project manager who's someone completely replaces my position, takes those sales calls, deals with the outsourcing. But when we get to that bridge, we'll deal with it. But for now, I've had to rearrange my agency, and it's in the best position to get there. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. So the next one, this is completely. And I'll tell you what, another thing that I haven't actually written down here. This is a goal that it should be. Maybe have I written it down? Okay, this is a goal that should be on here, but it's not actually on here for some reason. Maybe I've written it down on my phone instead. Again, it's essentially exactly the same in terms of revenue figures, but instead for my agency, it's actually for my personal brand. So, by January 1st, 2019, I want to be making £42,000 per month in my personal brand as well as my agency. Now you might be thinking, why £42,000? Well, if you make £42,000 every single month for a year, you make £500,000. So for me, if I can have a 42k a month figure coming in from my agency and a 42k a month figure coming in from my personal brand, that will set me up moving forward going into 2018, making enough money to essentially make £1 million next year. Just to note, these numbers are all in pounds, so they would be higher if it's in dollars. I'm in the UK, I deal with pounds because it's my own currency. A lot of people deal with dollars, sometimes I do, but just to make it easy, it's all in pounds, this figure's in pounds. But it'll put me in a good position moving forward. Realistically, if I do get anywhere near 500k followers, 100,000 subs, I think I'll be making way more than £42,000 per month in revenue from my personal brand. But again, I don't want to set a too high a figure because 42k a month is still so much more than I'm making now. I'd have to make a lot more money to be able to get there. So I don't want to shoot too high, but at the same time, I think that's a realistic figure to get to. And you know what, if we blow it out of the park in 3 months again, like we've done with this goals compared to the last goals report that we made, what I'll do is I'll reevaluate then. So next, these last two now are more personal and health as opposed to anything business related. So I'll just shoot through these quickly because I know a lot of you guys don't really care. A lot of you are here for the business stuff. So this next one is just my weight and health goal. And it's, I will easily be my goal weight of 12 stone 7 pounds whilst feeling great in clothes, vibrant, healthy, energetic and happy in my body before January 1st, 2019. I'm not going to lie to you. Whilst I've built my businesses over the last 18 months, 12 to 18 months, I've been so in on my business that my nutrition and my health and my fitness and my weight, I've gained weight because I've been sat down at a desk all the time just focusing on business, just focused. But at the end of the day, you know, you kill your productivity doing that. It's not healthy for you. You know, it's, you know, you've got to, sometimes when you've got to build a business and you're first starting out, you know what, that hour spent on your computer you think's better than going to the gym, so you do it. In hindsight, it wasn't. I should have gone to the gym and should have stayed healthy, and I shouldn't have gained the weight that I did, but I did. So I need to make sure by the end of the year that I get that back. Essentially, to get to that weight now, you can do the maths in your head if you want to know how heavy I am now. Don't really care, but you basically, I need to be losing about £1 a week from now till the end of the year to reach that goal. Now I know, knowing my diet and nutrition and how much I eat and how little exercise I do, I know that if I started doing more cardio and started eating healthier, I could probably get down to that weight before the end of next month. Well, before the end of June probably, if I really wanted to. But I've said it realistically achievable without, you know, if I set it to be this goal before the end of next month, I wouldn't have stuck to it. Bite-sized, achievable chunks every single month, every single day. Break it down. Know what you need to do. I think, you know what I think I'm actually going to do? I think I will make a whole other video on my goals breakdown, just so you know my process for actually not just setting these, because you can. The thing is, guys, you can set goals all you want and say I want this amount of followers, but if you're just plucking that number out the air and don't know how you're going to get there, then it's unrealistic. Like I said to you, 500k followers, and if I just said that to you and it didn't have a plan and know that it was realistic, then you'd be like, you're off your nutcase, like you're a nut job. You're not going to get that amount. But when you break it down and make it seem achievable into bite-sized pieces, it's a lot more realistic. So I think I'll do a whole other video on how we can jump into that soon. And like I said earlier, I will be making monthly goals reports moving forward. I'll do my first one at the end of May to keep you updated with everything. And one thing I actually forgot to say, actually, when we were speaking about the £42,000 per month in revenue for the agency, the one thing that I never actually mentioned before, which I should have mentioned, is that me and an online friend called Craig Martin, a lot of you've probably heard of him. He's inside of my SMMA course. He's he's getting probably one of the best results out of everyone in the course. You know, he's pretty much, I think, at a 6-figure agency now. He's absolutely crushing it, and that's within the last 3 months. He's built to 6 figures, which is huge. We had a bet on. A bit of friendly competition goes a long way. We've both made a bet on who can get to a 500k agency revenue first. The loser donates £500 to the charity of the other person's choice. Really friendly, harmless competition goes a long way. I'm putting that out there to the world so you guys know. So if he beats me to it, if I beat him to it, we're accountable to it. It's online in a YouTube video, which is going to get hundreds, maybe thousands of views. So that's going to be happening. But yeah, anyway, on to the next goal. And this is my final one that this is the final one that I haven't mentioned. And that is that I will easily move into my first home with my amazing girlfriend Barley before January 1st, 2019. Now, I don't think you guys have ever met Barley on this channel. Barley's my girlfriend. We've been together now for 3.5 years. You know, depending on when you watch this, it might be 4, might be 5. Super lucky to have her. She is the most amazing person in my life. I love her to bits. She's the best girlfriend. She's so supportive. Met her at university. Super grateful for her. Super lucky to have her. And we're actually in the process, and I think I touched on it earlier, of actually buying our first home. Now, if you're self-employed in the UK, and I think, to be honest, anywhere in the world, and you've been self-employed for 1 year, it's very difficult to get a mortgage. Now, I know a ton of you guys are probably thinking in the comments, you're getting a mortgage, you should be renting. I don't care about any financial benefit of anything. I know Grant Cardone always says, own where you rent and rent where you live. But at the same time, I want to own my own home. It's one of my goals forever. It's one of my partner's goals, so we're doing it. We're getting a mortgage. And we're moving into our first home. We've put an offer in an amazing home. Offer's been accepted. We're just hoping, clutching at straws now, that the 1 year's books and everything of that goes through, because yes, financially we're doing okay, we're doing well, but I've also only got 1 year on the books, and that seemed unstable to a lot of lenders and a lot of banks. So we'll have to see how that goes. Fingers crossed. But you know, as the goal says here, we'll easily move in before the end of January, before the end of December 2018. And of course, when we do that, have our own office space. Tons of daily videos will be coming out, and it'll be quite nice because I'll be able to do more days in the lives, do more vlogs, which will be awesome. But yeah, guys, that's my goals report now or sort of my goals for 2018. They're a lot more specific, they're a lot more measurable. I've broken them down in a way that I think that I'm almost certain to achieve it. If I take the actions that I have laid out for myself, I should have no issue reaching any of these goals. Again, the hardest one on that list has been the 42k a month agency. I don't actually think I'll hit that, but I have purposely overshot that goal. Everything else I think I'll hit comfortably, providing things go to plan. Things don't always go to plan though, things change. We might be coming back in 3 months and saying 50k Facebook followers, group members, sorry, 1 million Instagram followers and 50k YouTube subscribers. Who knows, right? Who knows? It depends on the way things go. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped you sort of, you know, maybe motivate you a little bit to go and plan some of your own goals. Apart from that, guys, I want you to do the same thing. I want you guys to create your goals, make a YouTube video and make yourself accountable. You know, purely from selfish reasons, I'm doing this video for me. I'm doing this video so I can look back in 6 months and see how far I've come, or to give myself a kick up the arse if I haven't been doing enough. I'm making myself accountable to you guys, all right? And I want you to do the same thing. So create yourself a goals video, pop it out on YouTube. At the end of May, what I'll do is I'll do an income and goals report for the end of May to see where we are with things, see if we are on track to reach those goals. If not, we can readjust, see where we went wrong, and if we're doing well, again, we can readjust for different goals, and just see where we're at. Anyway, guys, subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.